Imagine that the foreign state, requesting state here, or France, presents so-called handwriting analysis evidence against you. An analysis that turns out to be based on documents that were not even written by me. So they compared some documents, I signed some documents at the university, which happened to be like my ex-wife's handwriting. She filled the documents at the time, and I signed them. So they compared them to the suspect's handwriting, and they got a match, only because they thought the university documents were mine. They got a match between her handwriting and the suspect's. 2 French handwriting analysis reports, actually. They were dropped, and the French filed a third one, a third handwriting report. Imagine that a judge, Canadian judge, he commits you for extradition to a foreign country, even though he himself described the evidence against you as, quote, very problematic, very confusing, very convoluted, and suspect. This is the GPS that I have to pay, plus there's an anklet in my ankle. I have to keep them with me all the time. And I have to pay for this. I have to finance my own limited, very limited freedom or house arrest thing. If you don't pay, you go back to the detention center. So practically think of people who cannot pay. So freedom is for one tier or some people, not all people. Canada's extradition law allows Canadians to be shipped to other countries on demand. According to Gary Botting, who's an expert on extradition law, and he is in BC, he said since 1999, Canada turned down a mere 0.5% only of the extradition requests that it received. Out of 1,200 cases, only 6 didn't go through, which is 0.5%. Practically, it's like shipping on demand. We need this person, whoever, you know what, we need it. We need him, that's it, or her. Canada ships citizens even to countries that do not reciprocate, like France in this case. French citizens, we can't bring French citizens to Canada, or France doesn't extradite its citizens, while Canada extradites its citizens to France. We are in the process of appealing both the judge's decision and the minister's decision. We hope to successfully challenge Canada's extradition law itself, and we hope you can help by spreading the word first about the case, writing to your MPs, writing to newspapers, because newspapers articles are important. People, especially in power, read these papers. Especially about about Canada's extradition law and how unfair the law is, or as Gary Botting said, it's the least fair law in Canada.